Hello investors. I know in the last few videos I was sharing analysis on stocks that were a bit too hyped, I would say. Rocket stocks, quantum computing, and random AI companies. And so I wanted to take it back to something more of a fundamentally driven company that we all should know. Let's do an analysis on a company called NVIDIA, in which case most of you should already know. If you don't know, NVIDIA is a company that provides GPUs for data centers and all those video game personal computing devices that we have in order to play games in AI today. In other words, they basically have a bottleneck or a choke point on global AI, in my honest opinion. So let's do an analysis on the technicals and then jump through the fundamentals, and you can see the big difference between the hyped up stocks versus a more serious company like NVIDIA right here. So in terms of technicals, I mean, yes, we could say it's above the 200-day moving average, above the 50-day moving average. But what I want to do in this quick video is just to zoom out, show you guys this is what it looks like on the weekly. And then we'll go to the monthly and you'll just see, man, this thing is just an absolute monster performer right here, right? So really what I've learned over the years is that a company could be, performing for all these years, all the way back in 2002, right? But as we go forward, some of its biggest performance would be in the later stages of a company. So it was really in the last, I would say last 2 years that really drove NVIDIA to become a near $4 trillion company. Right? I thought Apple was going to be the first one, but now they're pretty much head to head. So we look at it fundamentally. NVIDIA today is a 3.7 or 3.695 or 3.695 trillion dollar company. It's almost at that 4 trillion mark, and it's like head to head racing with Apple. A company like this has 29,600 employees, right? Barely any debt, as we can see right here. In terms of profitability, earnings wise, boy, this thing does 113 billion in sales every year, and it takes home $63 billion. That's a lot of money, right? It's no wonder this company is nearing $4 trillion, but that's pretty aggressive. In terms of the way the markets are pricing this is currently traded at a 32.63 times price to sales ratio, right? So not as insane as a smaller company like SoundHound that we did an analysis on, but yeah, this is a larger, more serious company, in which case investors at this caliber are pricing it pretty high. Now, in terms of a business margin perspective, gross margin wise, NVIDIA takes home about $76 or gross margin from a gross margin angle. And then from a net profit margin, they take home 55.69%. That's a lot of money. So, I mean, from a snapshot from just revenue performance over here, this is just incredible. They take home a lot of money. In terms of pricing valuation, I mean, it's relatively high, but hey, this is what investors want these days.